Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's play just Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition, part of the Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 Enhanced Edition collection on Nintendo Switch. So we'll start here as a separate playthrough. I'll also do separate playthroughs of Icewind Dale and Planescape Torment. I know we did a preview of just this game. Yeah, let's play this one all the way through, along with its 2 expansions. And then we can get the Baldur's Gate 2. Okay, for as long as you can remember, your view of the world has been limited to the heavily fortified walls of Candlekeep. Your foster father, Gorion, has done everything in his power to protect you and keep you out of harm's way. All that is about to change. Forced to leave your home under mysterious circumstances, you find yourself drawn into a conflict that has the Sword Coast on the brink of war. An iron shortage of unknown origin threatens to plunge the city of Baldur's Gate into a conflict with Alm. Meanwhile, there is something else at work, far more sinister than you can even begin to imagine. Alright, so, as I said, we've turned on a couple things to make it just a little easier to play. It's actually a pretty difficult game, at least past a certain point. There is a certain point where the game doesn't become quite as difficult, but it does start off pretty challenging. It's normal to wipe a couple times when you first play. Increase the font size because the font size is always ridiculously small. Although that doesn't change the font size of the regular exploration area. So you're still going to deal with tiny ass text when you're talking to citizens that don't have a separate breakout text window. But we'll show the subtitles and turn down the music just a bit. Otherwise, it's pretty loud. You have language options, and these options will change the text of everything from the menus to the text windows, but it does not change the speech, so that will still be in English if you purchase the North American version. He who fights with monsters should look into himself, does not become a monster when you gaze into the best of his soul, gaze into you. Oh yeah, don't worry, he's fine. Yeah. I once fell out of a treehouse. Landed on my head, looked just like that. Walked away fine. I hope they plan on releasing the console versions of Baldur's Gate, the hack and slash games of 1 and 2. I'd really love to see those as well. But this is the classic version. Which I played many hours of. Let's see, where's our one freaky little friend? I think the worst part is these portraits, they don't represent the sprites on the screen. Obviously, they really can't. Okay, you have many different races. Again, this is from D&D 3rd edition, I believe. Alright, they all got pluses and minuses. I think these other races are good for second and third playthroughs and fourth playthroughs, but the human is nice and balanced. So we'll do that. I've got all the classic D&D classes. And subsequent subclasses, if we get to those. Yeah, I like how like the first 4 classes are may wear helmets, and then the rest of them no helmets. I believe the original release of Baldur's Gate didn't have the sorcerer, the monk, and the shaman. I want to say it was just the fighter, ranger, cleric, mage, thief, possibly druid or bard. This enhanced edition obviously takes all of the classes from both games and its expansions, and then throws them all into both games as well. So it's a little different than playing vanilla Baldur's Gate. But you basically have more options because the game is very very well balanced. I will say that about D&D. I like monks. They can't wear armor. Just run around with their wang flapping around. It's like the simplest class, but it can be difficult to play as a class. But it's like the most simple, straightforward class. I mean, even the fighter is a little bit more complex, I think. Yeah, I can only use thief weapons and no armor. You guys can read through that. I'm pretty sure you don't want me to read through all of that. There's a lot. Okay, and then we'll go true neutral. Neutral evil tends to make characters more adverse to you. Neutral good, they're friendly, but then like certain things that you do destroy your neutral good status. So I'll true neutral. You know, true fast, true neutral. Look at our abilities. I am going to be basically top heavy, so I don't care much about wisdom, intelligence. I mainly care about strength, dexterity, and constitution. So let's try to roll it where we're a little higher on the top end there. Alright, so we can only use single weapons as this monk class, and then anything that the thief uses. So I think the thief is basically daggers. Okay, then I can learn some spells here. Armor of Faith. Caster Armor of Faith receives significant protection against melee and magical attacks. Magical armor is a force of energy that absorbs a portion of the damage intended for the caster. At first level, protection 5%, and every 5 level, the caster improves by another 5%. For example, 20th level, priest would have 25%. We have blessings. Conjugation summoning, which I won't do. Cure light wounds, necromancy, detect evil, discover emanations from evil creatures. There's doom, causes a feeling of doom to overwhelm the target. No, that's like tax day every day, huh? Entangle. Caster is able to cause plants in the area effect to entangle creatures within. Caster to create a magical cudgel. It has a +1 bonus to its attack roll and inflicts 2d4 damage on opponents. I want to cure light wounds. It's the most practical. And then is fine too. And as I said, I just really pick garish colors because the sprites are actually fairly small, right, during normal gameplay. So I want to be able to try to get them to stand out a little bit. Alright, then we got some voices, let's pick. And you can pick female voices with your male characters and vice versa, so the game doesn't really care.
Death to you all!
I personally like, well, I don't like it. I will tolerate the aggressive.
You got this coming!
I don't particularly like any of them, but it is what it is. And obviously you can spend quite a bit of time building your character. Unfortunately, as I said, during this area of gaming, you know, with the sprites being so small and the character portraits basically being static, you couldn't do that. You couldn't really have that much control over over your physical looks on inside the game. Then we have different difficulty settings as well for the folks that want things a little bit more challenging, or they want to be closer to traditional D&D rules. Obviously, there's a little bit of leeway even on the normal mode where the D&D rules are not. Well, I mean the rules are strictly enforced, but the damage is adjusted a little bit. So, but we'll do story mode because otherwise I probably will never finish this game.
Yeah?
Nestled
What do you want?
atop the cliffs that rise from the Sword Coast, the citadel of Candlekeep houses the finest and most comprehensive collection of writings on the face of Farron. It is an imposing fortress, kept in strict isolation from the intrigues that occasionally plague the rest of the Forgotten Realms. It is secluded, highly regimented, and it is home. Within these hallowed halls of knowledge, your story begins. You have spent most of your 20 years of life within this keep's austere walls, under the tutelage of the sage Gorion. Acting as your father, he has raised you on 1,000 tales of heroes and monsters, lovers and infidels, battles and tragedies. However, one story was always left untold, that of your true heritage. You have been told that you are an orphan, but your past is largely unknown. Lately, Gorion has been growing distant from you, as if some grave matter weighs heavily on his heart. You have asked about his concerns as gently as possible, but your queries have been in vain. Your sole comfort is the knowledge that he is a wise man, and you know he will tell you when the time is right. Nonetheless, his silence is troubling, and you cannot help but feel that something is terribly wrong. Today, Gorion has appeared more agitated than ever, and now he has uncharacteristically interrupted your chores in the middle of the day, imparting hurried instructions for you to equip yourself for travel. He has handed you what gold he can spare, but given no clue as to why. Nevertheless, you now stand before the Candlekeep Inn, ready to purchase what you need for an unplanned and unexpected journey.
Yes, like a hobbit. Gorion, my foster father, has informed me that we must immediately leave Candlekeep and set out on a journey. He has given me... Yeah, sure. Yeah, I think we need a bigger size. Ooh, boy, I don't need it that big though, huh? The dialogue button will command the selected character to initiate dialogue with the target creature.
Yeah, I'll get right on that. Top of my to-do list.
Shall we continue your lessons?
Alright, I have been told to advise you in negotiating with merchants, innkeepers, tavern owners, and the like. Is there anything I can tell you of such things? Tell me how to buy and sell things. On a store screen, items for sale are listed on the left. Your own inventory is on the right. To buy or sell an item, select its name on the list, then select the items. Selected items are highlighted. To purchase selected items, select the buy button. If you can't afford everything, the button will be disabled. To sell inventory items, select sell. Most stores mark up prices on merchandise. If you sell something, you won't be able to buy it back for the same price. Teach me about renting a room. When you're in a town, you won't be able to sleep in the street. Instead, find an inn with rooms available. Select a room from the options shown, and then the rent button to have your party rest there. The more luxurious the room, the more hit points your party will recover resting in it. But even the sparse accommodations are superior to the forest floor. Teach me how to listen to rumors in the tavern. If you want to listen to people talk, you'll need to drink with them. Choose the beverage of your choice from the list, then select buy and listen. Not everyone will say something worth hearing, but occasionally you might hear some tidbit that will turn into a quest you can complete. Alright. Yeah, very well. Should you change your mind, I'll be right there. I do nothing but sit here and wait for somebody to ask me.
Hello, child. Shall we continue your lessons?
I have been asked to teach you some more advanced principles of movement. How do I use stairs? To go up and down a level indoors, approach the stairway or hover the cursor over it. If a stairs icon appears, the way is open. Press A to leave the level. How to open doors? Select the door you wish to open, and if it isn't locked, it will open. How about highlight the door that you wish to open and press A? Seems like those are better instructions. How do I enter or leave a building? If a building's entrance is unblocked, you can enter or leave by selecting the outer doorway. Highlight any entrance or exit, and an open doorway icon with an arrow pointing through it will appear. How do I travel between areas on the world map? To leave the area you're in, select the ground at the map's edge if you can reach it. The world map screen will appear, showing you all the locations you can travel to. Select your destination icon in the map on the map, then travel. Okay, how to pick up items off the ground. To loot items from fallen enemies, select the pile of goods left on the ground. A window will show items you can take on the left and your general inventory on the right. Select icons of items you wish to pick up, and they will be transferred to your backpack. When you loot an item, the list includes all items on the ground nearby. Selecting the item icon moves it to your backpack without you needing to find it in the pile it comes from. How do I search for items in containers? To take items from a chest or bookcase, select the container you wish to loot. A window will appear showing all the container's contents on the left and your inventory on the right. Select icons of items you want to transfer them if you want to transfer them to your backpack. Okay, and again, this is like traditional D&D. So if you go into somebody's home and take stuff, they are probably not going to appreciate you. So not everything is free, unless you are a thief and you want to sneak around and steal items. So bear that in mind. Don't just take everything. You know, people don't like it.
It's hard to find decent folk nowadays.
Ah, yes, I'm back within the hallowed halls of Candlekeep. With this iron crisis upon us, the trip from Baraghost was more hazardous than I care to relate. You're Gorion's ward, aren't you? My, you have come into your own. If you would permit an old man jealous of you to say so. My eyes up here, buddy. I left an identity scroll with Tetheril in the inner grounds. He should be done examining it by now. So if you could fetch it for me, I'd be grateful. Okay, go find Tetheril, wherever he is. Then you can give me a clue as to where he is.
No time to chit-chat.
Step up to the heat, young one. You'll need a good fire to warm the chill stares of those monks. Most inhospitable they are. Isn't that so, lovely? Oh yes, darling, they are most standoffish. They lead a somewhat cloistered life here, so they are unaccustomed to many visitors. You are perhaps a bit colorful compared to what they're used to. Watch your tongue. This was my home for a good part of my life, and I will not have you slighting them in their own keep. Oh, I would not let it concern you, my lady. Perhaps they are not used to wealth such as yours. You are quite wealthy, are you not? Bring a lot of expensive jewelry with you? Perhaps they have not been as welcome as they could have, but you are strangers in their home. Yeah, it depends on if I want to be, depends how big of a jerk I want to be. I'll just go with the first one. Colorful. Dear, perhaps we should dress a little more plainly to fit in. It's worth a try, my dear, although our clothes may only be the half of it. They certainly couldn't react any worse than they have. I thank you for the suggestion, Big Deek, and for putting it tactfully. Good eve to you. So yeah, there's people sleeping here. I mean, you can pinch their stuff if you want. But it is owned by them, and if they happen to be walking around, they may attack you.
Way ahead of you,
touch
boss.
me. I might catch something.
Yes, might I help you? Sorry to have disturbed your wrong room. My apologies. I have been knee deep in the tomes of the keep all day, and I am quite in the fog as a result. Yes, indeed, you might help me to your valuables. I was just wondering who else was sharing the inn with me tonight. Who might you be? I'll say wrong room. Yeah, perfectly understandable. Good eve to you. Again, you can choose to fight if you want.
Away with you, beggar.
What? I certainly hope there is an explanation for this intrusion. Explain yourself. My apologies, I must have got the room numbers mixed about. Dreadfully sorry. A simple mistake and no cause for excitement, so watch your words or I'll be forced to feed them to you. Explain myself. You are some pompous noble and I am here to take your belongings. Straightforward enough? Just getting to know the neighbors. Who might you be? Ah, that's a wrong room. Yes. Well, don't let that happen again. Obviously, you can play a much more chaotic choice if you want. But as I said, there are consequences. So.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
My hotel's as clean as an elven arse.
Well, hello there, young one. Come to visit your old pal Winthrop, have you? Well, don't forget the 10,000 gold piece book entrance fee, as per Candlekeep's custom, don't you know? That's outrageous. What kind of fool you take me for? Stuff your inn and stuff your company. You always were a big kid at Winthrop, but that gets funnier nearly every time I hear it. Well, perhaps not quite so often. If I do not have that kind of entry fee with me, I suppose I shall return when I do. Second choice. Ha! Just having a bit of fun with you, friend. My friend, the monks may be walking about with poles in their neithers, but you know you're always welcome here in my sight. Gorion did well by you, he did. So, is there anything I can do for you? Some drinks, a room to sleep, or anything to buy? Yeah, what do you have? Let's do buy and drink. Okay, well, I can't use too many things. I should probably check to see what I have, right? Oh, well, it seems I have nothing. So, how about a dagger for 3 gold? You can't buy out this item's stock. There's not enough room in your inventory. Well, I only want to buy one. That's right, and I can't wear any clothing. Again, it sort of makes it easier, but it also makes it more difficult, right? All right. Okay, so ZR brings up your option wheel, and ZL brings up your group wheel. So you can break, well, when you have more party members, you can break them up into groups, send them on their way and do different tasks for them when you're in some sort of conflict, and you can give them separate orders as well. So it's actually pretty diverse. It's a lot you can do. But for now, that's right, I have a quarterstaff. Then let's make the dagger a secondary weapon. And then I can always switch to quarterstaff whenever I want to. Okay. And yes, this is actually how the game scrolls. You notice how there's just a little bit of hesitation here and there when you, it's not 100% complete 60 hertz scrolling. Yeah, that's actually how the game scrolled back in the day as well. So this is not unusual. I mean, it might throw some folks who have only played console games, you know, because there's a very there's always a desire when developers are making games for console to match that frequency, you know, the 59 hertz frequency, but that was not true with PC games, you know, mainly because there was always different frame rate standards, so you know, it had to accommodate for all sorts of refresh rates and monitor types and resolution types. The Infinite Engine got better and better about this, but yeah, this first game, it's rough, right?
Way ahead of you, boss.
Shall we continue your lessons?
Oh, color buff. I'm a human and a monk, because I'm as simple as a person can be. No armor and I punch things. That's really all I'm going to do here. Let's see. I understand you may benefit from any knowledge of adventure specialties. Are there any class abilities you'd like explained? The cleric's ability to turn undead. The warrior's ability to guard. The bard's song. The shaman's dance. I'm not playing any of those classes, so no, I don't care. It's never too late to focus on your training. Return to me if you wish to know more. Yeah, no. I'm not going to begin as a boring old fart here.
I can take Drizzt with both my arms tied behind my back.
I was in one of the great spires of the keep last night, and I saw the strangest sight. The horizon was aglow for a time, as though many a man carried torches in the distance. Usually there are only merchants on the path, though never at night. Bandits perhaps, but so many? Then he just zips up. Oh, whoa, okay. What the hell happened there? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Ah, what a meat-filled night. The hull is just too much. Poor Sap had to go man the gate this morning, too. I don't know how he does it. What can I do for you, anyways? Nothing really, just nosing about? Yeah, well, don't think this headache means I'm not keeping my eye on you. Sorry, young one, but you're not allowed in here. Now go run along and do something useful. Oh, yeah, I don't really have any business to be here anyway. Let's just get some stuff here.
Top of my to-do list.
I have a blade with your name on it.
Hey there, you're Gorine's little whelp, aren't you? Yeah, you match the description. You don't look so dangerous to me. Let's see. And what business is that of yours? I'll make it my business if I please. Just thought I'd have me a look at you for myself before I put the blade down your gullet. Someone seems to think you're trouble, so I'm going to use your head for a ticket out of the gutter. I'm just a little street trash hood, they say, but I'll show them. Oh, is that right, huh? Well, I have some slight disagreements with that. Nice gibs.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Nothing in your barrels. What good are they? So for those of you who haven't played, this combat works out a lot like I think the modern equivalent is Elder Scrolls or Fallout, or games in that series. Oh, you got a dagger? Shit, I just bought one. Oh well, whatever. And that it can be real-time combat. You can have AI members perform in particular ways. In this case, you can enable the AI or not enable the AI. You can do all your battles in real time and select them in real time as you encounter enemies, or you can hit the start button and you can pause, make decisions, and have each character do different things or all do the same thing. Cast them against different targets, have different targets go against different groups. So it's pretty flexible, I think.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
I heard shouting, Big Dick. Are you all right? He's dead. Whoever he was, he lunged at me with a knife. Oh, Karan, what is happening to this place? Yeah, it's better you don't ask questions, Karan. You have instructed and inspired me throughout my childhood, and your heart would break to see what just had transpired here. Yeah, sure. How about that one? Oh, child, you're too young for the life that is being thrust upon you. Oh, what is this, a Tinder profile? If you be fully equipped for your journey, I pray you run now to Gorion on the library steps, for he is anxious to depart. Yeah, go clean up that mess.
Hello, child. Shall we continue your lessons?
You want to know about thieving? I'm the one to ask. You know, I'm probably not going to do that much thieving. However, tell me how to open locks and pick pockets. To pick a lock, select the thieving button, then the container or door you want unlocked. If your open lock skill is high enough, you'll defeat the lock and you'll be able to open the door or chest, but be wary of traps. Now, if you're looking to nick a little something from a person, select the same thieving button than the target you want to steal from. The higher your skill in pickpockets, the more valuable the item you can take from your mark. The very skill can take rings right off of fingers. How do I find and disarm traps? To look for traps, select detect trap. Select the detect traps button. You will be able to do anything but move while you search. But if your find trap score is high enough, every round will reveal traps in your field of view. Detect traps are outlined in red. To disarm them, select the thieving button, then the trap. If your find trap skill is high enough, the trap will be disarmed. Do I care about the rest of this stuff? How to set traps? You'll find the set trap skill if in your special abilities menu. Select the set traps icon, then the spot on your screen you want to lay your snare. If your set trap score is high enough, the next person traversing that spot will set it off, sustaining damage. How do I hide in the shadows? Select the stealth button in an attempt to fade from view. If your check is successful, you'll be invisible for the next round. A new check is made every round. While hidden away from view, you can attack from behind with a thief class weapon and deal bonus backstab damage. Any attack made while hidden also receives a +4 bonus to attack and damage regardless of the weapon used. Alright, yeah, I'm not actually going to be a thief, although I'll have some thief abilities with the monk.
Hello, child. Shall we continue your lessons?
Let's see. Spells, I probably won't have much. Alright, tell me about the classes that can cast spells spontaneously. Unlike traditional spellcasters, sorcerers and shamans can cast any spell they know if they have spell slots of that spell's level available. Spell slots are pooled by spell level. If you run out of level 3 spells, you can still cast level 2 spells. Resting restores all spell slots. Okay, like I said, I'm not going to really cast spells other than self-healing. Let's see, you say that now, but when you find yourself in a dark forest surrounded by displacer beasts and can't use your spellbook contents, I do hope you'll remember this conversation and return to me if you change your mind. Gate Warden. Soon be gone, will ye? Gorion asked me to teach you a wit about the finer arts of mass combat before you leave. Can I pique your interest with it, Big Dick? Yes, Gate Warden, I would appreciate that. Good then, child. 'Tis one thing to maintain control of yourself in the heat of battle, but it is quite another to maintain one's authority over a group. I've asked Ob the illusionist to run through a few simulations for you down in the storage cellars. Just follow me this way and I'll unlock the door for ye. Walk this away. Big Deke, the Gate Ones, asked me to prepare a little going-away party for you. A bit of mass practice is in order, I believe. Well, I'll make it real simple for you. Conjurus, Mordain, Arcanus, Deader, and Osprey are all going to join your party. You will have to complete control over them, same as you will with anyone else who might join you in your coming travels. Once they've all joined your party, I'm going to summon in several illusionists of common monsters you might encounter outside the safety of this keep. These illusions will attack the party, and it will be up to you to issue necessary orders to dispose of them. Remember, these creatures are illusions, and they won't be able to hurt you. Try your best to kill them, however, because in the real world, pain, harm, and even death are far more real. Some of your comrades will have magic items, such as potions and wands. You'll have to equip them in the quick slots of the characters who will have them. Some of them also have spells. You can cast these during the battle. Remember, even rogues and warriors can benefit from a good understanding of these more arcane forms of combat. Every so often, I will ask if you've had enough. If you have, then I shall teleport you back outside. If you wish to continue practicing, however, then I shall create some more illusions for you to fight. Are you ready? Then good, here we go. Okay, so we can select everyone, and we can all go after the thing, or we can break them up into groups, and they can all go after different targets. They also will auto-fight, so you don't necessarily have to perform individual actions. I think I've had enough. Just take me outside. The default is that the game will have the AI on, but again, you can turn the AI off and perform individual actions on your party members and have more control over it, which is generally what I tend to do as the game goes later and later in play.
Way ahead of you, boss.
Halfling house, huh?
Top of my to-do list.
So, you think you look rather healthy to me, but you can never tell. Do you have any potions? Do you need any potions and such things? Yeah, what do you got? All right, then, take this potion. Okay, he just gave me a potion. Hey, free potions, yeah. Oh, I'm all down for it.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Shall we continue your lesson?
Let's see, I was hoping you could tell me about journal entries. Keeping track of one's progress is important. When we do not learn from our own history, we repeat past mistakes. Open your journal to view a written log of your adventures by selecting Journal from the Action Radial menu. Could you teach me about quest entries? If you receive a quest, you can review its details by opening your journal and selecting the Quest tab. You'll find a list of your current quests. Selecting one brings up its history of that quest progress. Once you complete a quest, all of its relevant entries are marked as finished. All your quests, completed or not, are sorted by chapters, so you can recall exactly when you completed each one. I'd like to know how to write my own journal entries. Yes, of course. Notes are valuable tools. You can add your own journal entries from the journal screen by selecting Add Entry. On the journal screen, you'll see a list of all the entries you've written and options to add or edit others as you like. You can delete an entry by selecting Edit Entry and removing the text. The entries are sorted chronologically. What do I do if I want to keep a note for later but don't want to keep it in my backpack? Letters and notes can be copied to your journal by selecting Copy Note on the letter's description screen. Notes copied in this way are stored among your journal entries. Okay, good enough. And then this edition does let you zoom in and out. Hey kid, I woke late this morning and left my sword in the barracks before going on duty. If you want to get it from me, it's in the chest at the foot of my bed on the right side of the barracks. Quick now, before the gate warden catches me without it. You'll also find an antidote there. I think Drepa needs one for old Nessa. Yeah, okay. We'll just do some useless fest quests first.
Yeah, I'll get right on that. Top of my to-do list. Top of my to-do list.
Let's see.
Top of my to-do list.
Took your sweet time, didn't you? Garion's a fool for trying to bring you up right, and you can tell him I said so too. If I didn't know any better, I'd say this whole iron crisis is the result of twerps like you wandering off with people's swords. Here's 10 gold pieces. Now get out of here. I'm on duty. I know, if I was playing a more evil build, I would have just slashed him about the face.
Imoen.
I'm surprised that stuffy old Garion let you away from your studies and chores. That old fiddle-faddle. I snuck off too. Oh, Puffkins Winthrop was looking for me, but I've got all day to do his chores. You have time for a story today? No, I can tell you don't. What have you been up to? I'm afraid I cannot chat today, little one. My foster father wishes to prepare me for a journey, not to say where. I am sorry, child, but I am not to tell anyone what I'm doing. I must go. You should not tarry about either. Winthrop will still want the beds turned after you are done in the stables. Leave me be. I've no time to waste on you today, child. We'll do the first one. Little one? I'm not much younger than you, though you sure got tall fast. Relatively, anyway. A journey, eh? I never get to travel. Wish I could go with you. Yep, I really wish I could. Yes, sir. Really do. Right, I get the message. I'll ask if you can go with us. There's no way you can come. Garion would never allow it. You'd only slow us down. Stay here, where you're useful. I'm not going to leave Imoen. Come on, man. Oh, don't be silly. Garion would never even let you finish the sentence, especially after what that letter of his said. Did I say that? No, of course I didn't. Never saw no letter. Nope. I'll just get back to work now. You better go. Garion is waiting. I know, she's such a little scamp.
Oh, my child, I am glad I have found you.
This is very unnerving, I know, but you must trust me. It is very important that you pack your possessions so that we may leave Candlekeep immediately. Hurry, there is no time to tarry. The keep is well protected, but not invulnerable. Just wait a little longer, a few more things to do. Yeah, sorry. I just want to complete the quest, man. I'll be right back, though. Yeah, I don't like this fog of war thing that Baldur's Gate has going on.
Hello, child. Shall we continue your lessons?
Let's see. I'm given to understand you might need to know about saved games. What temporal mysteries can I illuminate for you? Alright, tell me about saving my game. To save your game, select Save Game from the Options menu. Saving your game that way either overwrites an earlier save or saves your game to a new slot. If you're worried about saving space, you can delete old save files from the screen too. How do I load an earlier save? Life's too short to live with mistakes, especially when you can go back in time and avoid making them. Access your list of saved games by pressing the minus button and selecting Load Game. A note, however, once you decide to load an earlier save, to even access your list of saved games, you will be unable to resume your current game. You'll need to either load one of your saves or quit the game. Is my progress ever saved automatically? Yes, anytime you enter a major plot area or leave a world map area, your game is saved. These autosaves are listed alongside your manually created save games. You have only one autosave slot. What happens if I die? Can I still load from an earlier save? Yes, if you die, you may load an earlier save, provided one is available. I've done so 3 times to myself just today. Very refreshing. Yes, of course. Now, the week before I was in Netheril. What was that before or after I fell? Well, again, manual saves. Get to know them well and get to do them often. You can name your saves and things too if that's more helpful. I just like to use the auto titles. That's good enough for me.
By Moradin's hammer!
I thought I asked you to clean the rats out of this building yesterday already. Hop to it. Get in there. Yeah, why not? It's not gonna hurt anything. All right, chop 'em around.
You got this coming! Top of my to-do list.
What do you got? I have no idea what that is. Cat. Ooh, full of cats. Meow, meow, meow. What the hell is that? Silver ring?
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Moradin's hammer!
Ah, yes. Kill them like the rats they are. A glorious battle unlike this world has ever seen. Here's 5 gold pieces. Don't spend it all in one place. I mean, honestly, I might as well. I might as well get money. Money is actually another thing which is not exactly easy to come by in the game.
Hey,
Hey there, Big Deke. I see you're up early today. Well, your father Grind has asked me a strange favor. Seems like he wants you to learn some fighting and asked me to be the teacher, so I brought your staff with you. I see you brought your staff with you. Hostile creatures have red circles around their feet. Pressing A while I'm highlighted will direct you to attack me. You can switch weapons by pressing X to open the hotbar and using the equip weapons icons. The weapon icon outlined in green is the current weapon. Attack with fists only, and to quick slot if your only wish to knock your opponent unconscious. You don't have to worry about that with me, so use your staff. If you have magical ability, try casting spell at me by selecting the cast spell icon on the hotbar. Select one of these spells that comes up and cast it on whichever target you want. I just hope you have an offensive spell memorized. During our fight, I'm going to spring a little surprise on you. Remember, you can press plus at any time and pause the game. This will give you time to think, especially once my little surprise comes up. High rated now, good. Wow, you're quite a fighter. I think Jundala was right when he said you didn't need any practice. You should go talk with the Gate Warden if you want some experience in fighting with a group of people. You can find him just south of here. Out there, it can be pretty important to know how to fight with allies on your side.
these walls contain the world's knowledge.
I am pleased to see that you have taken time to pay tribute to wise Alchema. I was wondering what you had to offer at this Temple of Wisdom. Oh, donations. Well, you get jack from me, buddy. Tutor, which one do you teach?
Hello, child. Shall we continue
quick slots.
your lessons?
Potions, wands, spell scroll, and spell scrolls can be equipped to your quick item slots. You have only 3 of these slots, so use them wisely. Once something is in your quick item slot, use it by selecting it on the main gameplay screen. Some wands or spell scrolls require you to select targets. Most quick items are consumed when used. Tell me about quick weapon slots. You may have 1, 2, 4 quick weapon slots depending on your class. Once a weapon is in a quick weapon slot, you can equip it instantly from the main gameplay screen by selecting it. Any shield or offhand weapon you have equipped is disabled if you equip a two-handed or ranged weapon that doesn't allow its use. But fear not, as soon as you equip a weapon that allows your offhand item, it will be re-equipped. To quick spell slots. If you're a spellcaster with one or more quick spell slots, highlight one and press X, and you will allow you to fill each with a single spell from your arsenal. You'll be presented with a complete list of your available spells. Choose the one you want in the quick spell slot, and it will be ready to cast simply by selecting it, provided you have the spell memorized, of course. I'm done. Yeah, sure. Come back if you change your mind. Yeah. Let's see. I don't think I have any mage spells. Yeah, I don't have pre-spells either, do I? Oh, that's right. I do have Cure Light Wounds. And Shadiga and the Spirit Ground, yeah. Yeah, okay, good enough.
What do you need?
Phildia left one of her books in here again. It's in the hay there besides the cow. If you could run it over to her and then come back, I've got some plans for you. Grab that. Just talking to the cow.
Hello there.
Oh, hello. Have you seen my copy of the history of Halrua anywhere? You know how I can't stand the constant stifling of athletic feet upon the library. So I thought I'd get a bit of fresh air just east of here, and oh, I hate being so absent-minded. Please, if you find it, I really do need it back.
Hello there.
My book? Oh, you remind me of Gorion when you grin like that. Raising you has been hard on him, I know, but he says it's a lot of love. It's a toil of love, a toil of destiny, even. You must be a very special child indeed to draw such praise from a man of his silent nature. Here, take this little gem of mine. Maybe Winthrop will give you a little something for it. Like I said, it's easy, free experience. So it's good to do this kind of like minor stuff in the beginning.
What do you need?
Nice day, ain't it? Too bad Nessa here ain't enjoying it through her. Join it though, her being sick and all. I need to get one of them potions of antidote off Hull. He stayed up drinking last night and got hauled out of bed to man the gates early this morning, so I bet he's got a few of them lying around somewhere.
What do you need?
Hey, you're a wonder, are ye? Stick with me and we'll go far. Well, okay, stick with me and we'll probably never leave the walls of Candlekeep, would we? Good thing you ain't wearing none of that metal armor, though, as I hear the bandits over there would just as soon kill you as look at you to get it off your back. Just hope this whole Iron Crisis business is wrapped up soon.
What do you need?
Yep, Nessa sure like that potion of Hull's. She's doing better already.
Hello?
Oh, goody goody. I found ye first. You are the ward of Gorion, no doubt. I am. What can I do for you? Oh, our encounter shall be quite simple for you. Plainly put, I have made it my mission to end your life. Success will mean a little respect among my peers. So you see, you can do very little except die. Oh, well, I have some slight disagreements with that.
This coming!
Top of my to-do list.
Yeah, more daggers. Start selling that shit. What else you got in here? You don't need that gold anymore. Not where you are. asked him about the afterlife. Big Deke, you cut yourself above the brow there. What is wrong, child? Something in your eyes tells me that something is very wrong indeed. Oh, Parda, there was a man in there. He smelled like the stables, and he tried to kill me. It was horrible. It's nothing, Parda. One of the cats didn't like me petting it. I'm all right, really. Well, yes, get what you need from the inn, then. For Grind is desperate for you to be off. Yes, I'm sure he is. I'm just going to casually walk around while my life is in danger. What is in here?
Way ahead of you, boss.
Whoa, gold. What's that doing lying around there? Better lighten that up, huh? Where's the items? Oh, I think the items were in the inn. I just went the longest way around to get to the inn. I can only carry so much with me, so you know, it's just like a typical D&D. You can get encumbered. Travel light.
Way ahead of you, boss.
My hotel's as clean as an elven arse.
Alright, so, Link's Eye Gem, we'll sell the hammer, and the extra dagger. I don't think I need that, so, good enough. Killed a man and sold his weapons. Yeah, I'm the good guy. Hey. Hey, nice buns, buddy. Hey, where are you going? Alright, I think we're finally ready to do the normal adventure.
Way
You
ahead of you,
must learn
boss.
to be patient, child.
I'm ready to go now. Let's go now.
Listen carefully. If we ever become separated, it is imperative that you make your way to the Friendly Arm Inn. There you will meet Khalid and Jahira. They have long been my friends, and you can trust them. Let's hurry, child. The night can only get worse, so we must find shelter soon. Don't worry. I will explain everything as soon as there is time. Wait,
It's so small.
there is something wrong. We are in an ambush. Prepare yourself.
You're perceptive for an old man. You know why I'm here. Hand over your ward and no one will be hurt. If you resist, it shall be a waste of your life.
You're a fool if you believe I would trust your benevolence. Step aside and you and your lackeys will be unhurt.
I go Ryan.
I'm sorry that you feel that way, old man.
Run. Get out of here.
Yeah, see you later.
Especially cruel this morning. You awake with the realization that you have not been living some horrible dream. Ambushed, you saw Gorion cut down before your eyes, and even his powerful magic could not stop the onslaught. It was his wish that you flee, but that does not remove the feeling of helplessness that now overwhelms you. Hand over your ward, the armored fiend had said. He was after you and you alone, but why? If only Gorion had given some clue. But now you are alone and lost. Candlekeep is near, but you will find no quarter there. The readers pay for their serenity with rather draconian entry rules, and without Gorion's influence, Their doors will remain closed. You will not last long on your own with your meager equipment. Perhaps you can get some help from the friends Gorion mentioned, the ones at the Friendly Arm.
Hey, it's me, Emmeline.
Sorry I followed you, but I never get out of Candlekeep, and those monks are such a bore. Never any decent coin in their pockets neither. I saw Gorion. I am so sorry. Kind of figured something bad might happen to you out here. How could you have known? Gorion did not even tell me. I do not want you looking over my shoulder as I travel. Take your nosy little self back to the keep before Winthrop sees you are gone. I like Imo and mostly. I accidentally read a letter on his desk the other day. Can't remember exactly what it said, but he might still have. It might be on his body. Anyway, I'm not going to let you wander around out here all alone. Never let a friend down. No, sir. Stick with you until you say otherwise, I will. I'm actually glad they kept Emmeline in the second games too, along with Chihirdra and of course especially Boo. Come on, Emmeline. Yeah, it's kind of rough pathfinding sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Let's see. We can go. Yeah, we have to walk there first. Okay. Well. Yeah, I don't think we need to go to Candlekeep. I think you get attacked there if you go there. Okay, why don't we take a little break? This is audap for you. You've been watching Baldur's Gate #1 Enhanced Edition on Nintendo Switch. Of course, this is available on PC. It's been available since 2014 or 2015, I think. It's also available on the other consoles, the PlayStation 4, and I believe the Xbox One. I'll have to double check the store, but I believe it's also available there too. If you haven't played Baldur's Gate before, you should. They're excellent games, Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, along with their expansions. They are probably some of the best CRPGs ever made, if not the best. So it's well worth your time. Again, we'll play the other games that were released on the consoles. That includes Baldur's Gate 2. We'll play that after we finish this game. So it'll be another 15 or 20 hours probably before we get to that, along with the expansions. So maybe closer to 30 hours, which is basically 30 days for me. And we'll also be playing Planescape Torment and Icewind Dale as well. So those are coming up. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.